So think of the 3D circumstances as a crying baby. A baby doesn't cry forever, does it? No. Okay, well, think of the 3D circumstances as if you're going for a meal. The meal doesn't last forever, does it? No. So in a nutshell, what a 3D circumstance is something or a situation that doesn't really last forever. But a lot of you guys allow it to trigger, allow it to delay, allow it to sabotage your manifesting state. But why? Why does that happen? So welcome to my channel. If you're quite new, head over to my website now where you'll find more information about me. So in a nutshell, I'm a top level psychic, a spiritual master, which just means a highly advanced channeler, incorporating those abilities within manifestation coaching. So as you can see, I've got a list of testimonials of people I work with, and I have just launched to the public. My portfolio of clients range from celebrities, public figures, influencers, and pretty soon we're going out to the Middle East to be working with some top athletes, really getting behind their inner state and vibrational mindfulness packages, just like that. So Manifest with a Medium is a platform which I have created, which brings you the top spiritual mastery, top psychic insights when it comes to manifestation. Because there's one thing that we believe in. It's your mind, body and soul combined that puts you into that manifesting state. So we address all three. And what better way to address your inner state from a spiritual master? One that is so highly connected up to the universe, with such downloads, with such plugins and such energy. In this video, I really wanted to explain to you why most of you self-sabotage your own manifesting state. Why? Because you're triggered by what we call the 3D circumstances. But why is it that we allow those circumstances to really trigger us? Well, in a nutshell, it's down to your inner state. It's your inner world. One thing that you need to understand is everything that you're seeing around you is a combination of your thought process, your destiny, and a situation where you perhaps made allowances too. So what you need to do is take control back. That's right. You need to take the control back, and then you need to start reprogramming and start now stepping into what I call a 5-dimensional manifester. And that means living inside out, allowing your internal to create and show up in your reality. So one thing that I do not do, what other coaches perhaps will do, is teach you how to manifest that specific person in without really getting behind your inner state. I won't do it. Why? Because a lot of coaches out there would encourage what we call robotic affirming. Affirm, 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 affirm. And I do have a client like that. What she used to do in the past was robotically affirm, manifesting love. That person will come in, but guess what? It didn't stick. And then she's on the phone to me saying, we've broken off. I'm like, right, I keep telling you what you need to do. I can show you the tools that you need to do. But at the end of it, you need to take charge, you need to take control. Do you want to break that cycle, or do you want to keep going around that same cycle over and over again, on and off, in and out? One relationship, a completely different one the next time, but you're still learning the same lessons. So when does it really stop? When? Now, one thing that perhaps other coaches perhaps won't tell you, that even though you may manifest that specific person in, and yes, you can do as robotic affirming as much as you want, affirm, affirm, affirm like a donkey, just affirm, affirm, affirm. Yes, that person will come in, but it won't stick, because either you have triggers, either you cannot handle it, and therefore you end up self-sabotaging it. Yeah. So ask yourself, are you one of those women that constantly checks your partner's phone at 3 a.m. in the morning? Or you're calling up psychics to find out what he's thinking, what he's up to, if he's talking to anyone else, is he dating anyone else? Well, you're asking those questions because they are a form of trigger, and that's got to have come from somewhere. You weren't born with the triggers. As you've developed, as you've entered perhaps past relationships, or you've encountered certain experiences, it's formed a story, and it's formed a paradigm, which is a set of beliefs in your subconscious mind. So that's the mind area work that you need to work on. The second area is also your energy. So when we have resistance within our energy field, guess what? You're not really in your manifesting flow. Because if you were in your manifesting state, you wouldn't be asking a psychic, what is he thinking? What is he up to? Why has he not contacted me? When is he going to contact me? When? I mean, I psychically really do hate the word when, because when for me represents a lack. You're lacking in something. You haven't really stepped into your 5-dimensional manifesting state. If you did, you already know that you're living in the end desired outcome. That contact's going to come. But yet again, you know, even as a psychic, I always get asked when. Now, the interesting part is when people ask me the when, it's based off one thing only, your energy. So when I'm given a specific timeline, and I have done in the past, it's based off your current energy. But what I like to do is, if we want to bring that timeline a bit forward, you got to do the inner work, because it's only your energy that will shift it. Your energy can either bring it closer, or you can delay it or self-sabotage it. So the same example applies to someone who's been in a toxic relationship. How is it that all of a sudden from a toxic relationship you now enter into a loving relationship? You're not going to have any form of triggers? You're not going to have anything that you need to address? Because I've seen it psychically where people have entered into what I see a potential loving relationship, and all of a sudden they self-sabotage it because of a previous relationship. I'm like, oh my God, the stories you've created in yourself about this person, you've now created him into that person, and guess what? It's become your reality. So here at Manifest with a Medium, what we've done is we've combined the mind, body and soul energy together, because when it's together and it's aligned, you're in what we call the manifesting state, but from a 5-dimensional way. So it's living inside out. So we're not just mindset coaches, no. We're not just energy healers, no. We're not just PT or fitness instructors, no. We know what's going to work for you because we're psychics. So a true benefit of joining a warrior one-to-one with us is we will get you in the best physical shape of your life. See, when I'm talking about mind, body and soul, it's all combined. So take a look at a picture of me. I was there on holiday. Yeah, that's my body shape, and I'm so proud. Still working on it. I'm still developing that strength within my body. But who do you think I work with? I work with the best of the best. I work with top psychics. My coach, who's also a top psychic, a spiritual master like myself. So when we are putting together the packages for your physical workout, guess what? We know what's going to work for you. We know your recovery time. We know your density of your muscle. We know how much protein you need to take, what foods to avoid, how much carbs you need. We know it all. And I'm proof in the pudding, as well as other testimonials that we have from other warriors that we're currently working with. So ask yourself, do you want to continue being that mad person checking your partner's phone at 3 a.m. in the morning? Or are you that mad person that's going to ring a psychic to find out where your boyfriend is because you're having some reservations that he's perhaps cheating? Yeah. So I've had it all. Trust me, psychically, I've had it all. There's one occasion where I was on the phone to this lady and she was driving and she's like, Annie, I know he's cheating. Where is he? I'm like, oh my God, do I need to psychically really guide you towards where he is? But he ended up being at his old house where I guided her. I don't know how the heck I did that. But there's one thing I said to that client is, if you do not address these triggers within you, what you're going to do is find yourself constantly attracting the same type of men. Yeah. So we need to shift something in the internal. So ask yourself this one question. Do you want to remain in that shitty story when it comes to love, relationships, career, business, finances, in that same cycle over and over again until you learn? Or do you want to step into a whole different version of you, the better upgraded version of you, mind, body and soul all combined? I know what I would prefer. You see, time for me is the most valuable currency that there is. And you ask any wealthy person or any famous person out there, they would say the same thing. It's the time that you have that's the most valuable currency. Time and your health. So either you manifest from a 3-dimensional way, where you just robotically affirm, or you get behind you, upgraded version, and your mind, body and soul combined, and you start manifesting from a 5-dimensional way. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you've got any questions, pop it below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I've also done a lot of other videos on my YouTube channel. But until then guys, take care and I'll see you soon.